Everyone. This is called Who is Raising Your Kids? Please share. In the first meeting of the Education Trust, the people who composed this meeting included such Rockefellers, Carnegies, Harvards, Stanfords, and much more. The men who comprise the economy now comprise the world. And in order to create an economic and political society with its purpose to create consumers which within would feed, they started at the heart with the nation's beloved kids, and subjected them in compounded groups to condition them to this, alas, the public school system, the world's greatest scheme, where parents sent their kids away to strangers for 12 years and had no idea what was being taught to them. In order to mold these individuals into one mindless system, it takes years of repeating, strategically written answers. So I pose a question to the parents who send their kids off to school. Do you know what is being taught to your kids, or do you even care to? So I'll do my best to enlighten this society left in the dark and start where it really matters, right in a parent's heart. Impose on the young the ideal of subordination in order to wash out the part of the brain that inspires creation. Teach them to be obedient to a system. Don't let them graduate until they get with it. And don't allow them to work a job that supports their family unless they have been schooled to function in society properly. There is an order that this nation has overlooked and embraced with open arms to give away its youngest citizens to a corporate head start, where the education system makes them a number in the stocks, a cash cow for the fat cats written on building blocks. Students are trained to think of themselves as employees in a competition, to do good work, to not stand out, but to invoke a boss's good recognition, and steer away from entrepreneurship to serve the public and be a part of a mechanical, living, and serving body, whose goal is to make sure that the body runs exactly as it should, because an A-plus student really runs the body good. It's designed to steer a student away from working for themselves and owning a business, because if they do that, then the money doesn't end up in the pockets of the corporate piggies. Then large central financing of their corporations would crumble and fall. What better plan is there than when they created brainwashed ants to maintain their farms? They don't want competition for business. They want you to work for them. That's why herding up millions of kids at a young age is making them rich. To teach them to stand in line and to raise their hands to speak. To teach them to raise their hands to go to the bathroom and give them a time to eat. To teach them to believe in their curriculum, to teach them to repeat. That way the power to think for themselves is punished accordingly. Isn't a school similar to a prison? Think about it. Really think. A certain dress code, a chain of command, and a warden to punish accordingly. A child is passed from the parents, and I quote, into the custody of community experts. In 1922, the mayor of New York City said, the school has been seized by an invisible government as assets. Because in the 1920s, the stock market boomed, and in coordination with the stocks, the school system did too. Corporations saw the opportunity to take advantage and occupy. Children were just a dollar sign that suited the mastermind. Edward Thorndike, the creator of the educational psychology, said, academic subjects are of little value, and Max Mason, the president of the Rockefeller Foundation, said a comprehensive program was underway to rationalize social control and the control of human behavior. So you take away individuality and you replace it with a test where each individual has to conform together into one and write one correct answer. A school has a set of rules, so stand in line and become one body to suit an economic mind. So I'm going to put this in simple terms so the American population can hear it. Your children are a product of a corporation, where the schools teach them to repeat and test them all the same, to inflict a herd mentality for a financial gain. We all need to wake up and step away from the system, because if we don't, there will be no hope for the freedom in this nation. Your kids will never have the intended life experience of the pursuit of joy and happiness or any God-given right given to them. So parents of America and parents of the world, stand up and take back your hearts, the boys and girls you love.